I almost forgot. This little portion of the clip is dedicated to Mr. Scorpion. Mr. Scorpion, a proud U.S. Marine in our beautiful country. Mr. Scorpion, out of there, Scorpion repair shop. I can't remember exactly what he calls his place over there, but Mr. Scorpion was asking me about my little RF pickup LED that I use every once in a while. I like to call my RF tracer. And I think it was about maybe 3 years ago, I had a little situation to where I would have been nice to be able to actually trace the RF through the amplifier to see where it stopped. Because where it stopped, that's obviously where the issue is, you know. So I just used some simple knowledge I'd learned so far. Pretty much kind of mimicking an old school RF pickup circuit that you see in some of these older amplifiers. So now is a perfect time to show that working, because how do I know this driver circuit's blown? How do I know this driver circuit's not working? I mean, I know how I know. I did another test where I tested each 2-pill section individually, and I'm getting no output. So, but still, you know, there could still be some other issue not causing the RF to get to the driver section, correct? Like I did have earlier in the amp, which fixed it with this jumper right here. And yeah, that's true. If you see some smoke, I am taking me a little smoke break right now. So let me go ahead and demonstrate that through the old RF tracer, I like to call. A little simple LED with 2 components added to it. There it is right there. Okay. My one that I use at all times is lost. I might have to make me another one. I couldn't find it, so I just twisted me up one real quick. So there is the LED and the glass diode 4148. Alright, so we've got the grounded part of the LED grounded to the frame, see? Okay, with the alligator clip. Alright, here's our positive lead right here, coming into a 10 picofarad capacitor. Alright, this right here is also going to make sure we're not picking up any DC either. For example, we got positive voltage, we get the amplifiers turned on. Okay, you see the light on. See, normally this right here would turn the LED on. I'm going to touch it over here to the hot portion of the amp. And as you see, the LED is not on over there. See? So that right there, because DC cannot flow through a capacitor in series, 2 plates with an insulator, or unless it's pulsated. We won't get into that though. But anyway, so let's trace some RF, man, shall we? Alright, let's grab our microphone. I'm using my hands-free apparatus here. Shout out to Andy G. Alright. Alright. I'm going to start off at the beginning of where the RF enters the amplifier, which is right here at the SO239 connector. On my other one, I have all this built into a probe with the alligator clip coming out the other end, and the LEDs on the probe. Alright. Alright, I'm touching it. Let's look over here at the LED and key. We have RF. See that? I don't have any resistor on this one, so I'm just going to do some quick keying. There's a possibility. Probably not with this amount of RF, but if you're dealing with higher currents of RF, higher voltage, you could blow that LED pretty quickly. So this is a non-current limited circuit right here, so I'm just going to do some quick keys just to be safe. You know, this is a perfect way to trace down RF. Alright, so we see RF is coming in to the relay. If you know a Texas Star, you know the next place it's going to go when keyed is over here to the power switch. So let's test that location, make sure it's making it through the relay perfectly and being switched over. I got it touching the power switch, as you can see. Let's see. I ain't got it touching the power switch good enough. Hold on. It's kind of hard just touching it with a lead. Okay. There you go. See? Choo, choo. Alright. Alright, next location. If you know Texas Star, next location is going to be, we're just going to make sure it's flowing through all these input padding here, and let's just go directly to the input part of the input transformer. Okay, the coil right here. You know, you could take it in front of that resistor if you want to. We're just going to go ahead and go. Of course, if you started the whole thing off, you could have started right here to save yourself time. But I just wanted to get through all of them just for demonstration purposes. All right. So let's see if it's going through all the switches. I'm trying to look at it through the dang phone there. Okay. All right. All right, so it's making it through all the switches just fine. All right, now we're getting to the nitty-gritty. Now, if I wanted to at this point, I could test it right here. You see how it's going into the transformer and going around over to the negative portion right here. See, we're dealing with RF. We're not dealing with DC electricity. I can even go over here to the negative, make sure it's going through the whole coil. Which, you know, of course it is. And we might even have to audio on this since it's so close to ground. Let's see here. Oh, well, I ain't touching it. Hold on. Sorry, y'all. This is a little tough touching everything with these leads here. I'm actually looking at the phone right now. Yeah, there it is. I'm audio. Oh, so you just need a little bit more voltage to turn on. All right. So now we know that the RF is making it to the transformer. Now here is the big question. Is the RF being amplified? Let me straighten that out. Is the RF being amplified through the transistor? Here is the big question. To go ahead and test that easily, I can just go ahead and stick this right here to the front. Right here where the collector lead is soldered to the output transformer. Let's look over here. No light. Okay. Just to be double checked, let's go over here to the splitter, which is right here. Okay. Let's go to the main lead of the splitter, which is right here. So you can see that's definitely touching. Alright, it just fell off. Good God almighty. Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. I should have took time to make that. Alright. Into a probe. No output. No LED. just to do one more, just for y'all's sake, we will go ahead and touch it to right here, which is actually where the coil the winding of this output transformer is being soldered to. No output. And just to show you that the LED is still working, we'll go to the front of the input transformer. There you go. So there we go. It is the transistors blown. From the points of my knowledge at this point, it could not be anything else, because this LED is picking up RF and RF only, no DC. All right, appreciate you hanging out there with me through that. I might even upload this as a separate video. Hope that helps out, Mr. Scorpion. Hey, when you learn something new, man, give me a shout and share it with me. Each one teach one out here in the world of sound. The gatekeeper out here in the northeast end of Georgia. We'll be back.